I know you are very busy this week. I can't even imagine. For anyone who thinks they're busy, you're busier. How do you prioritize where to spend your time in this week where all eyes are on the SDGs?
I think what you have to do is carefully pick where you can get a knock-on effect. So we've got 10 events that are ours, like climate change and finance and anything that is going to bolster the SDGs, and where you're going to get the biggest pull from leaders who are going to make decisions. Not every Tom, Dick and Harriet, but it's the ones that are going to make decisions. And then you need to attend the others that people least expect you to go to.
That's a very interesting point.
That's what I do. Least expect you to go to because you're awfully busy and you won't have time for them. But we've got to send the signal that we belong to everyone.
Can you give an example of that? Where were you perhaps not expected?
I think that I wasn't expected perhaps to get to what we call the deal, the great deal, I think it was, yesterday evening. It was so late and we were not going to manage across town.
This is the World Economic Forum?
Yes.
I was there, I saw you.
Yeah, I wasn't expected to get there because going across town out of the UN in this traffic, unlikely that you'll get the SG or myself. In fact, we take decisions not to leave the UN.
Right.
So we did because, there are some issues that are incredibly important. And so our voice there, I think, makes a difference. And I hope it, generates discussion and is provocative enough to get people going. Yeah.
So going across town for this World Economic Forum event, I'm guessing a big motivation was the role the private sector has to play in the SDGs. Was that a big motivating factor?
It was private sector, but it was also labor and jobs.
Okay, fantastic.
Anything for me to do with youth and how we really get them working. But we get them working in the new economies with the right skills and not just saying, well, we're going to stay the same way and we're going to educate or give youth a job.
So one last question for you, and I'm really glad you brought up jobs and skills. One of the things we often do at DevX is just try to call attention to the global development community about issues that aren't being spoken about enough. I think one of those issues is the future of work. We've been trying to do more coverage around that. I know you focus on a lot of issues, but what is top of mind for you as something our community needs to really be focused on that they're not talking about enough when we talk about achieving these goals by 2030?
I think making the connection with wanting to grow economies. What is that economy you want to grow? Who are the people you want to benefit from it? Not in terms of the results, but in the journey for the growth of that economy. And that means jobs, it means young people. Are they fit for purpose? And if they're not, they'll be left behind.
And we don't want that to happen.
No.
I know you're in high demand. You're being called. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.